Hey, this is Craig the Pool Man, I'm a pool specialist. Today we have a short video on poolside autofills. And there's a little tank that is located right next to your pool that has nothing more than a toilet flush valve in it. There's two kinds. One goes from the center and one goes from the side. They are not interchangeable. If you have a center mount, you're going to have to get one of these. If you have a side mount, you're going to have to get one of these. They are both available at Home Depot. I believe Lowe's only sells the center mount one. And you can see the different boxes. This one's made by Fluid Master, this one's made by Corky. If you are going to go with the side mount, with the center mount one, they do offer a better quality version of it. And I would recommend spending the extra money for the better quality. This is the higher quality one. It has a little bit better reliability. And if you think about it, your toilet, they last for years and years and years, and you typically never have a problem. However, the side of a pool, I think because of all the dirt and contaminants and everything associated with it, they typically last about a year and you wind up replacing them. So they have, this one actually has a stone cover on it, which is an advantage. A lot of them have little plastic covers that screw down. And what happens with the plastic covers that screw down is when the pool gets up too high, it actually starts forming a suction, and there, in a lot of them, you have a drain or an overflow drain. And if you start getting a flow into that overflow drain, it will be just like a garden hose and suck all the water out of the pool all the way down to where the port is. So the first thing you're going to do when you're replacing one of these valves is you need to find the water shut off. So shut the water off, and then we're going to proceed and I'll demonstrate to you how to actually remove this. Okay, so as you can see, this is a side mount, and then here is my overflow valve or overflow pipe. You want to make sure that this does not run water above this overflow pipe. Otherwise, you're going to lose a lot of water. So you want to adjust it a little bit lower than that. What you're going to find is here is what it looks like out of the box. It has a little collar on it. You pull that collar and then it actually pulls out. So you can't see that in there, but we're going to go ahead and pull up that collar, and then we're going to pull this out. So as you can see, that was relatively easy. They are virtually the same. So we're going to go ahead and replace this, and you can see I've removed the tube from the new one, and we're just going to go ahead and push this down and get our rough adjustment. Make sure that it's going to shut off before we actually get to the top, and then we can take the little clip, push it down, and clip it in place. And if you need a fine adjustment, you've got a fine adjustment here as well. Now, when you put this in, make sure that this float is not binding to the actual side of the tank, because if it binds to the side of the tank, then you're going to have the problem of it sticking. Again, this is my drain pipe. If you look in the pool, there is a hole in the side of the pool, which we're going to show you in a minute, and that is where the water actually goes. So it goes through the bottom of the tank out to the pool, and then the level of the pool becomes the same level as in here. If that hole in the bottom or the hole in the side of the pool gets plugged for any reason, the autofill is not going to work. And a lot of times in the winter time, what you do is you plug the hole in the pool after you winterize this, and that way you don't have to worry about the water backfeeding into probably or most likely the irrigation system and draining the pool out. So that gets plugged in the wintertime, and you have to remember to unplug it in the summertime. After you're done, you simply put your cover back on, go turn your water on, and you're good to go. All right, here's this hole in the side of the pool that connects to the tank. A lot of times this will have a little grate over it. That grate is called a catcher's mitt in the pool world. And of course, you can see this actually has a return nozzle. And if you want to just make it look pretty, you could either put the catcher's mitt, or if you wanted to put a return nozzle on it, that would work just fine too. I like the catcher's mitt because then you can easily identify that that is an autofill. Okay, so this is the other type of autofill where, if you notice, it's at the center. So if you were going to take this out, you would have to turn it counterclockwise, and the whole thing screws out. There's no way to snap it in or snap it out, and then you would replace it and turn the other one clockwise until, and you don't have to make it killer tight, because if it leaks a little bit, the few drops that it's going to leak is going to be into the pool, because this is the same type of basket. Now, the water is extremely high on this one because this is in a spillover basin, and we've had a bunch of rain here, so the water level is a little bit high. But the other thing is, you'll notice there's a rim around here, and while this is not the typical one that you would find, you could see that if you got a bunch of clay around here and you didn't have any holes in the lid, that if there was a overflow drain inside of that, the water would get suctioned into the overflow drain. That's our short video for the day on poolside autofills. I hope you found it educational. If you did and you liked it, please drop us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.